Hey, this is Ryan for Impulse Gamer. Today we're here with Josh Holmes. Just going to ask you a couple of questions. What can we expect from Halo 4 to veteran Halo players?
So, I mean, Halo 4 is a continuation of Halo 3's story. You know, when the legendary ending sort of left off, you had Chief and Cortana drifting through space. We pick up as they arrive at a mysterious Forerunner planet, and that becomes the beginning of the whole adventure. So we're introducing a new world for Chief to explore and new threat for him to overcome. Probably one of the biggest new additions to the game is the introduction of the Prometheans, which is a new enemy class for Halo. First time, you know, since the very beginning of Halo that we've had a new enemy to fight, and it kind of radically changes the gameplay experience. It forces players to employ new tactics in the battlefield, and it also gives you a whole suite of new tools to employ.
Is there any new weapons and stuff like that?
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, we've got Promethean weapons, Promethean abilities that you can make use of. And then, in addition, when you look at like the UNSC and Covenant factions, we've got new weapons that fall into those as well. Things like the sticky detonator and the railgun. You know, and on the Promethean side, the scatter shot and the light rifle and incineration cannon. So there's tons of new toys that people can employ in the battlefield.
Was there a lot of pressure living up to the expectations of the original Halo series compared to the new one?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely pressure. It's you know, it's a storied franchise. It's an amazing universe, and all of us at 343 were drawn to Halo based on our love for it, and so definitely don't want to screw that up, right? And you've got big shoes to fill because Bungie's done such an amazing job of building the universe. So, but when I look at the team that we've assembled and you know, all the people who have come to work on Halo 4, they've done it with that challenge in mind, and it's something that kind of drives them every day when they come into work to want to make the game the very best thing that it can be, and to do right by the fans. So, you know, we'll see when the game comes out in November. Hopefully everybody loves it.
And what excites you about Halo 4? Like, what's the best thing in the game that you're excited about?
So, I mean, I'm excited about so many different things. I love what we're doing with the multiplayer experience. You know, connecting multiplayer to our campaign through fiction and providing a storyline to multiplayer is something that really kind of appeals to me because I love story as a player. And then what we're doing with Spartan Ops, which is a brand new way of experiencing Halo. It's something that we've never done before. It hasn't really been done by a shooter before. You know, we're releasing a season of content with an ongoing narrative within a CG series that ties to new missions that go live each week, and so you're delivering, you know, 50 additional missions after the release of the game, and allowing players to engage in a story that extends beyond the campaign. That is like hugely ambitious for us, but it's something we wanted to take on, and I'm excited to see how fans react.
Okay, and leaving the Halo kind of just to the side, what's your favorite game of all time or now, except for Halo 4?
Yeah, so I mean, favorite game of all time, it's kind of a toss-up. Like, I love Halo 1. It's obviously a game that inspired me to want to work on Halo. But, you know, if I go even further back to the way back, Sid Meier or Sid Meier, I don't know how you pronounce Sid's last name. Yeah. Pirates was one of my all-time favorite games. I just like lost so many hours into that. And then recently I've just spent a ton of time in Skyrim. Skyrim has owned my life, what little life I've had outside of the game.
Awesome. And so getting into the industry, what are some tips that maybe you can give some fellow gamers, people playing Halo 4 to maybe follow in your footsteps or get into the gaming industry in general?
I mean, it seems really simple, but one tip I give is like play a lot of games. You know, like play not just the great games, the acknowledged kind of, you know, best games of the year, but play the lost gems and the games that maybe are not big successes. There are great things to learn. Even from those games that are considered, you know, kind of failures. There's great ideas that maybe just aren't executed against as well as they could have been. And so being a kind of critical thinker as you're playing through games and thinking, well, how could I make this experience better? I think that's really important. Developing kind of a sense of empathy for the player so that you can understand things from different perspectives, really, really important to design. And then in terms of breaking into the industry, you know, you have so many options in terms of, you know, different programs that are available if you want to go for, you know, down the route of education, or you can just try and work your way up like I did through the test department and start, try and get your foot in the door, start testing games, and then look for that opportunity and just make it happen.
Unreal, okay. And what can we look forward next for 343?
The next thing you can look forward to for 343 is a big rest because the team has been, just crunching and killing themselves to make this game great. I think all of us are waiting eagerly for November 6th when the game comes out. We're going to take some time to play the game online, experience it with the fans, and then there's going to be vacations, relaxation, celebration, and then we'll move on to, the next great Halo experience.